Have you ever noticed that how two people can say the exact same words, but one of them completely gets ignored, but the other one instantly commands the room? For the longest time, I used to think that being a great communicator meant you had to be a loud, charismatic extrovert. I used to sit in meetings or walk into social gatherings with great ideas in my mind, but I'd end up over explaining my thoughts, stuttering if someone put me on a spot, or staying completely silent because of that annoying, low level social anxiety. If you're an ambitious but slightly confused millennial who feels the exact same way, I want you to know that you are not alone and you are not broken. Communication isn't an innate habit, it is just a set of simple, everyday habits anyone can practice. In his classic book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie wrote something that completely changed how I look at conversations. He said, you can make more friends in 2 months by showing interest towards the other person than you can make in 2 years trying to get the other person interested in you. Today, I want to share 6 very unique, simple psychological tricks that help me completely change how I speak, find my own voice, and command respect without ever changing who I am. Now, let's talk through the 6 natural communication habits. Habit number 1, 2-second responding buffer. The very first thing that completely changed everything for me was learning the rule of 2-second pause. When someone asks us a tough question, especially at work, our immediate instinct is to blurt out an answer instantly because we are terrified of awkward silence. But have you ever noticed how rushing usually makes us ramble? Next time, when someone finishes speaking, just take a slow, deliberate 2-second pause. In that 2 seconds, you can either sip your water or nod your head and then answer. Psychologically, that tiny pause sends a massive signal to the other person's brain, showing that you're a calm, steady thinker who isn't easily shakeable by pressure. It instantly makes your words sound heavier and more respected. The second habit is the what and how word swap. This second habit, a tiny word swap, can completely stop arguments even before they start. When we disagree with someone, our default response is, why did you do it this way? But let's understand one thing. The word why is incredibly defensive. The moment a colleague or a partner hears this word, their brain feels attacked and they completely shut down. A much smoother, friendlier way of handling the situation is simply by swapping the word why by either what or how. Instead of saying, why is this project late? Try saying, what can we do to speed up the timeline on this? By doing this simple thing, you're instantly shifting the vibe from pointing out fingers to a collaborative team chat. Third habit is strategic vocal down talking. This is something I picked up by noticing highly confident people. A lot of us, when we're feeling a bit anxious or uncertain, tend to let our voice pitch go up a little higher at the very end of a sentence. Doing this makes a statement sound more like a question, almost like we're begging the other person for their approval. Now, looking at a confident communicator, they do exactly opposite of this. They try to let their tone down slightly at the end of the sentence. Try practicing this one thing today, and you'll be surprised how it instantly adds warmth and certainty to your speech. It also makes the other person perceive the fact that you're completely standing on what you're saying. Coming to the fourth habit, the ego validation loop. This particular one is a brilliant psychological shortcut to win over difficult people. And how you ask? It's simply asking for their advice. If you're dealing with a stubborn manager or an uncooperative teammate or someone you just can't seem to be connecting with, take a pause and stop trying to pitch your ideas to them aggressively. Instead, walk up to them and say, I am currently working on this layout and I really value your experience. Could you please give me a piece of advice on how to work about on this? Psychologically, humans love being viewed as experts. By asking for their guidance, you validate their ego and their brain automatically flips a switch and start rooting for your success. Coming to habit number 5, the because principle. The fifth tip is something so simple, yet almost nobody does it. And that is using the power of the word because. There is a famous psychological study where a researcher tried to skip a long line at a printing machine. When this researcher asked the person in front of them to skip, their simple answer was no. But when they added a reason, even an obvious one, something as simple as, can I please skip because I'm in a huge rush? Almost everyone said a yes. Our brains are naturally wired to look for a reason. Whenever you're delegating a task to a team member or requesting someone for help, make sure you attach a clear because reasoning. When people understand the why behind a task, they naturally cooperate with the smile. Now coming to the final habit, the emotional eco protocol. I think this habit is an absolute holy grail of communication and it is called the emotional eco. I am personally guilty of doing this and I'm sure every one of us must have done it at some point in our life. Stop wasting your mental energy trying to think of the next clever thing to say, even while the person in front is still talking. Just slow down and listen actively. When they finish, summarize their core feelings back to them by using simple words of their own. For instance, you can literally say, it sounds like you're feeling completely overwhelmed by how messy the situation is. Am I right? The moment a human being feels completely heard and understood on an emotional level, their words completely melt down and they will naturally open up to you and trust your leadership. At the end of the day, being a high level communicator isn't about wearing a fake polished mask or using heavy English vocabulary or also being the loudest voice in the room. It is simply about being the most grounded, intentional person present. Start treating your words like currency. You want to invest them right instead of throwing them away. Now, don't worry about trying all these 6 habits in your next morning meeting because that is a recipe of overwhelm. Just pick one single habit that felt right to you today. Maybe that is the 2 second pause, or maybe that is simply dropping the word why. Try it out in your next few conversations and see how it feels. And also see how the energy around you completely changes. Now, take a deep breath. You are entirely capable of speaking your mind clearly and beautifully. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and let's keep working on this together. And I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye bye.